Torba, which featured 3 movements, Fendangilo, Harada, and Danza. These 3 movements are, like most of Torba's works, are caricatures or pictures as type works. The first being in the tradition of the Spanish fandango, the second being a very lyrical love song, and the third being a very basic dance. The next piece on the program is Johann Sebastian Bach's Second Suite in A minor. This suite is different than his other dance suites in that the 4 typical dance movements are only narrowed down to 2, so he only includes a sarabande and a gig. It starts off with a prelude and a very dense fugue that follows, which is very uncharacteristic of a dance suite. And it ends with a double, which can be simply put as the gig, but with just a whole bunch more notes in it, just to make it harder for the player. So I hope you enjoy the second suite.
What is this? What's up, y'all? How's it going? Oh, there we go. Let's make sure we do this. Stop it. Okay. All right. Just setting up. How's everybody doing? It's Thursday. Means tomorrow's Friday. It's pretty cool. And we're just one step closer to the 40 what I have now dubbed the 40 for 40 birthday subathon. 40 for 40 birthday subathon. Oop. Rocky, stop it. He's been traumatized since he had... Oh, God. You're just happy that there's all of this room to, like, do stuff with. And, like, sit here. Down. Yes, down. Off the counter. All right. Quint, top of the morning to you as well. So I don't know if anybody saw. I've only posted it on my stories. Let's try this. Wait, before I do anything, let me turn off all notifications so that way there's no damning evidence. Let's see what happens. All right, nice. Whoop. So I don't know if you saw on my stories, but here, hold on. Presentation mode. I have to hold the finger down on it. Here we go. There it is. The 40 for 40 birthday subathon. It's pretty cool. I made that yesterday. I'm pretty happy with it. So that's on my Instagram and other socials. It'll be posted up soon as we go. All right, how's this? Okay. Okay. What are we gonna work on? We're gonna work on. Let's see if I can pull up the task list here. Balls. Here we go. There we go. Nice. Awesome. So we'll start with some emergence number 2. Balls indeed. Balls indeed. Start at 50. How you doing, Skittles? Waiting for this. Oop, there we go. Oh, nice. We're already in dropping of the dizzle. This is the second slur section. Alright. Oh, I need my timer. Otherwise, I will go on forever. Here we go. Balls. Oh. Samuli, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Ooh, no, that was wrong. That wasn't bad. Alright, also let me make sure I have to update the sub goal because Jersey resubbed, but I need to actually update it. Whoops. One. Subs. And then this will be... What a day is it for Classico? It is a great day for Classico. If you want to hear it, it's a play for you gift on TikTok. Or you might just want to wait a little bit. Adrian, well, it's not evening here. It is definitely morning here. But hello, kind soul. I seen Chipper today. Fair enough. I've been feeling good. I've been feeling good. It's, you know, this is the first time where I don't feel super overwhelmed and stressed with, like, a project. And I have, like, 3 or 4 of them going on all at once. So, I think I've been doing a pretty good job of keeping things in check. Balls! You're preparing the garlic, wooden stakes, and holy water? Fair enough. That got me. That one got me. Let's do that slow fast only because, and with the stops on the release of the M finger and then coming down for this. Am I still working on the tabs for Classico? That is a great question. I am hoping within the next week or so to start the process of uploading the transcription online. It's essentially done. Finally, indeed. So I'm going to be sending an email out to the email list this weekend. That's pretty good. You find classical guitar more difficult than metal and other genres? I would agree with that statement. I think there's more. I think there's just more asked of you. You know, and you're playing an instrument that is very unforgiving. Jim, any tips for just starting to learn the guitar? Take lessons. It's not the tip you want to hear, but it's the tip that I give. No. Everybody just know. Everybody just know. That was so inappropriate. Shredder's tip. No. Skittles, it's only getting worse. Yeah, going from Loop Forge, thank you for the rose on TikTok. I appreciate that. Going from like electric guitar to classical guitar is really hard. The left hand does not work the same way, even though like it's the same thing, and the right hand is completely different. And I would just say in general, like playing classical guitar, you need the exact opposite of physical energy to play. Like when I played in bands and everything, I could muscle my way and just kind of make it happen. I can't do that with classical guitar. The music is also far more complex. The most advanced metal song or progressive metal song pales in comparison to like the simplest Bach piece. Nice. Hands staying nice and relaxed too. I like that. Although right here I am tightening up. I can feel that. I play Fur Elise. I don't play Fur Elise. Okay, that wasn't bad. Now let's do 70. It's very easy to sound like garbage on the guitar. Jake, if you want to hear classical, it's a play for you gift on TikTok. Or you might just want to wait a little bit. If I remember correctly, Adrian, the first 2 minutes is the toccata. Like, it's no joke of a piece. Like, if you've never played classical guitar before, playing the toccata and fugue in D minor by Bach is not a great first piece. Oops. Okay. Like, you just can't, like, wake up one day and say, I want to play classical guitar. I'm going to do this. And play, like, a masterwork by Bach. That's just not going to happen. Alright. That wasn't bad. Test the data for. Good job. I think also the other thing is that a lot of times electric guitar teaching advice doesn't go over actual techniques of practicing. And so they don't really give you any helpful guidance. Can I play that and look that very fast and look straight? No, no. Best piece for beginners, pictures of at an exhibition. Absolutely. Easy. People can work on years for a single piece. Well, I mean, a lot of it has to do with just people not understanding that, like, there's more that goes into playing a piece of music than, like, playing the right notes. You have to live with it. You have to experience it, you know? Classico. Can I play Classico? I can if you gift a play for you gift on TikTok. That was nice. Well, perfection is an illusion, right? And I would argue that if things don't work the way they do in practice, then in a performance, that means that your practice isn't good. What's better, Classico or Classico? It's the third option, Classico. Adrian, thanks for following on Twitch and heading over here. Ben, thank you for the rose. So this rose goal, I know that it says encore, but it's actually going to do our Classico multiplier. All right. So if we hit 420 roses before I start to practice, or before I roll my die to do Classico performances, then we will take the number on the die and double it. Bro's just built different. You mean stupid. Bro is built stupid. Thanks for the... Holy farts, Ben, what are you doing? Thank you for all those roses. I got so distracted that I forgot what I was playing. Ooh, that was balls. All right. Slow fast. Well, we've already hit 5. I can't talk, apparently. Oh, Yamashita, oh, he is totally built different. I think that means that we hit it. Ben, thank you so much. Thank you. All right, we got the classical multiplier for later today. Jorge Caballero. If not better, then I would put like right up there with him. All right, so we're already locked in for a Classico, doubler. All right, so we're already locked in for that. But now we're gonna do something a little different. Hold on. All right, TikTok, you're gonna get up close and personal with my face. Leonardo da Vinci. Fair enough. Well, thank you for subscribing on YouTube. All right. Let's make this pretty straightforward and simple. Oh, balls, I can't. Ah. Let's just do this then. I can't even do that. Can I do that? I think I can do that. No, I can't even change. Okay, whatever. Whatever. Jorge Caballero, yeah. In terms of technical ability, I would think so. Jorge and Yamashita are like both amazing technicians. Balls. David Russell's got some good phrasing, I agree, and some wonderful tone production. I don't disagree with that at all. All right. Pokey catch, gotta catch 'em. Hold on a second. Let me see something. I feel like I should have a new card at this point now. Settings. Options. Ah, yes. New card day. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna have to do that manually. That's what she said. thank you for being part of the Jarvis. Thank you for the Heart Me and becoming a member of our fan club, which I still don't really understand what that means, but that's okay. Hey, Gillian, how you doing? Oh, we also did this. Boom. There we go. I'm not. Actually, I should take that back. I enjoyed Gabriel Bianco's playing now. When he won the GFA, it was not amazing. Meaning he was like 19 or like 20 or something. He was so young. A professor at a university or school, I am, and then I teach privately on my own. I'm mainly a freelancer. It's funny because like when I was in school, teaching at a university was like a highly coveted position, but now it's just like I don't want to be I don't want to be like the politics in academia just completely, just turn me off from even pursuing that. So that's kind of my perspective on it. This is true. Which is why I think having competitions only for young players is probably the stupidest thing ever. Nice. Right. But I think that giving people who just don't have artistic representation in terms of management and stuff like that is a perfect way to separate people who can make their career on their own versus someone who, develops later in life and doesn't get those opportunities. I mean, I don't say this often, but it is ageist. It's ageist and elitism. It's effectively networking, but you pay for it with an entrance fee. Start my own competition, 40 and up. I need someone to finance it. Shady's back, right? Is Shady back? Do I have to tell my friend that Shady's back? Oh, you're not shady. Okay, fair enough. I mean, look. I don't have an issue with people being told the honest, unsugar-coated truth about what's going on. I just don't. I think people need to just learn to take critique and give it and be able to say, you know more than me. I should listen to you. With that said, the teacher doesn't have to be a dick about it. Carla, what's going on? How you doing? Well, you're gonna be heartbroken on two accounts. One is I don't have a job to give you, but two, I don't play any Foo Fighters songs. Nor should they. A teacher shouldn't tolerate you coming into your lesson unprepared. I'm sorry. They shouldn't have to tolerate you not doing your work. Like, you're not gonna win you're not gonna win me over with that one. Like, I don't mind if a student is struggling. I mind when a student doesn't put in any effort. I mind that when I give them feedback and I give them the ability to, I give them, not the ability, but I give them, ways of helping themselves out, and they just blatantly ignore you. Why should I be kind? Why should I spare your feelings? If they don't care, why do I have to care? Exactly, Skittles. Do you know how insulting it is to go into someone's, into your private lesson and blatantly just disregard what the teacher has been telling you to do? And you just decide to do whatever you want to do instead? Like, I'm not talking about someone who's, struggling, but if I say, I want you to focus on this, do this amount of times per day, or this amount of minutes per day, do it every single day, fucking do it. I'm sorry. Just fucking do it. And if you're still struggling afterwards, that's fine. We're going to figure out how to make it work. We're going to figure out a solution, rather. Okay? But if the student isn't doing that, get the fuck out of my lesson. Like, that might sound harsh to a lot of people. Now, here's the thing. Now, with that, I'm not saying you had something come up or you had things going on in life that has taken you away from being able to do it. Renovations in the house is a thing, especially if you get no peace and quiet. Don't hide it from your teacher. You have to prepare 3 pieces. Have you communicated to your teacher, hey, I have had an awful week. Can we push my lesson back? Have you communicated that to the teacher? Because until you do that, and the thing is, you can't do it after the teacher rips you a new one. Okay? The time to tell your teacher that you had renovations is not after they got upset with you because you came in unprepared. The time to tell them that you didn't have time to practice is before your lesson. You tell them, hey, look, this is what's going on in my life. I'm really sorry. I couldn't get the practice that I needed to get this week. I wanted to let you know, just in case if you wanted to reschedule the lesson, or we'll just put it off a week. But I felt that it was your right to know. And then also, if you're a paying customer, which is a little different than in a school, you accept the fact that you don't get a makeup lesson because you canceled, or because the lesson was canceled because you didn't prepare. That's just par for the course. So in that case, if after all of that your teacher's like, "Oh, how could you do this? How dare you let renovations get in the way of your study? And oh my God, you need to be more committed." Whoa, wait a second, dude. Hold on a second. It's not your place to tell me when or when I shouldn't have things done in my house, or when I shouldn't have doctor's appointments, or when or where I should or should not be teaching, or an emergency came up in my life. That's different. And emergency being anything from physical to a mental health issue. You know? Hey, look, I understand. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate you being open and honest and clear in your communication. I'm real sorry that you had to go through that this week. Let's figure out a solution. That's the response from the teacher. But doing it after they've already gotten annoyed with you, like no, that's not when you do that, because all you look like that you're doing is you're making excuses and you're trying to avoid the responsibility that you need by taking your lesson. Anyway, so if a student comes to me, and this is the reason why when I start every lesson, I say, "Hey, how was your week? How was practice?" That is the first thing that I say to my student, every single time. "Hey, how was your week? How are you doing? Oh, how was practice going this week? Do you have any questions? Anything that you were struggling with?" Why do I do that? Because I'm opening up and I'm inviting the opportunity for the student to say, "Hey man, this was a shit week." You know? I had a student, not this semester, but last semester. He was bombarded with having to do all of these observations towards the end of the year, which sucks because he has to do them for his grade and he can't just make them up randomly. But then also he's getting ready for his jury. So what am I supposed to say? Am I supposed to rip him a new one? No. I try and be as understanding as I can. I get it, you're busy, man, and they schedule these observations and they think that you just have to do it at the drop of a hat, and they don't give any concern for your other responsibilities. I understand that. Now, it's going to happen. But do I need to be the asshole who's like, "Too bad, you just gotta man up and deal with it"? No. I don't need to do that. Because he puts in so much work and effort. Why should I belittle him and berate him about it? All right, man, let's figure out how we're gonna survive the remainder of these weeks. Okay, let's come up with a game plan so that way you don't lose all momentum that you've gained this year. That kind of stuff. But you have to have that conversation before things go to shit. And I'm speaking specifically about college students as well. I think that's the big thing, is that, I'm talking about college students. I'm not talking about someone in high school, even in college. Even in college, students just don't have, you're just not mentally, fully formed to be able to have that conversation easily. So that's why I start off my lessons with, "Hey, how's your week going? How was practice? Were you struggling with anything? Was anything hard?" You have carnival events prepared, Sonata Classica, first movement in a day for Sunday. That's awesome. Do I have any hobby level students? Most of my students are hobbyists. And I give them the same exact thing. Like, I say the same thing to them. I say, "Hey, how was your week? How was practice? Were you..." And for the hobbyists, that's the most important ones to open that line of communication. It takes a while for them to open up and sort of really, and then you go on, then you have the issue of they open up a little too much, and it's like, "Hey, I'm sorry all that shit happened, but you've had your 30-minute therapy appointment. Now let's do guitar lessons." But I have also had students who just they take lessons and they literally don't do a single thing that I tell them to do at all. And I'm like, "Well, why the fuck are you here?" Why are you here? If you're not gonna, Free money. Yeah, the thing is, though, is that if it's free money, then they're going to be charged $500 a lesson. There's a difference between someone who is honestly struggling, with trying to learn or fix something, and someone who, when you ask them, well, did you do this like I told you last week? Did you do it this way like I told you last week? Did you do it this way like I told you last week? Did you do this like I told you last week? And when all of those are, no, I didn't do that. No, I didn't do that. No, I didn't do that. And that happens for months and months and months. There's an emotional toll that goes along with that. There is just, like, I cannot deal with that baggage. And so the only way that I can deal with the baggage like that for a student is if I am getting paid an exorbitant amount of money to sit here and waste my time, and that student knows that they are not getting better, not because of me, but because of themselves. That's the reason why my fees are the way they are, to be completely honest, too. Now, if someone is honestly struggling, if someone is trying to do the things that I'm asking them to do, that's different. I'm talking about, I'm talking about having a student, for instance, like, okay, I want you to practice this in this way. You're going to do this 3 times slow, 1 time fast. You're not going to increase the metronome speed at all this week. You are going to focus on X, Y, Z. And you're going to do it for 5 minutes a day. And then the student comes back and it's worse than the previous week. And you say, well, how did practice go on this? What did you do to practice? Oh, I don't, it's like, so what about the system that I gave you? Oh, I didn't do that. And it's the same, oh, I didn't do that. Oh, I didn't do that. Or they're like, how was practice? Oh, yeah, I worked on this. And all the things that they worked on is absolutely no relevance or bearing to what you are working on in the lesson. Now, it doesn't mean you can't have outside things, but it's like, get your lesson stuff done and then do your other stuff. Really cool music. I don't think I saw the first part of your comment or your chat message. I just see until I asked for exercises. Practice is the problem. Have you said that to your teacher? I mean, so start doing that then, Gecko. You are your own. You're holding yourself back. Your teacher can't make you practice slow. You need to. Like there's no magic bullet for doing it. It's do it. Now, with that said, notice that I'm only taking a small little section and doing, my practice strategy of using the ladder practice, right? So, the other thing, though, is that a lot of times teachers don't teach their students how to practice. This is going to be how you work on XYZ. That's where that's, to me, the value that a teacher provides. This is how you're going to work on this. And when you do it this way, you'll get the results that you want. Yeah. shit, I've been holding myself back, Quinn. Like, not in playing the guitar, but like, there are things that I know I should be doing and I haven't done them yet, and I know it's holding me back. I cannot fault anybody other than myself. I am severely overweight. I need to work out. Starho, I'm trying to read what you said and preparing my thought. To me, good tone and sound making is a byproduct of proper technique. So, when I was in college, my teacher rarely talked about the tone that I was producing on the guitar, the sound that I was producing on the guitar. What he focused on was making sure my hands were working properly, with the primary focus to avoid injury, right? What he also focused on was my awareness of what I was doing. What he also focused on was me associating a sound to a way of playing. So my ear acted as the ultimate advisor in my practice. If I get this sound, I know that this technical thing is happening, right? And so he talked about sound, but he did not teach me this is how you get a good tone. He's like, all right, you want your fingers to do X, Y, Z, blah, 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 all these things. And the byproduct of that is I got a good sound because my hands were functioning properly. So when I work on technique with students, I will talk about sound because I think that kind of nuance can be lost on a lot of people. Okay, I was open, ready, and receptive for those things. Like, oh, that makes so much sense. I'm also like a tone critic. I need to have great tone, right? And if I don't have good tone, then oh man, it like just bugs me. Like it's like a pebble in my shoe. But you know, not everybody can conceptualize it that way. So when I go into it, I say, look, and especially when a student expresses their dissatisfaction with their sound, I say, look, here's what is going on. Here is the fix that I feel will work. But it's not a direct fix. You have to be ready and willing to like take it on. And some students are and some students aren't. If you guys, what's a decent, inexpensive nylon string guitar to purchase? Throw a stone at a random cheap guitar. It'll all be made by the same company. Absolutely, Starho. I think it's a really great question to ask, you know? And I think that a lot of times this is where I get myself into trouble, right? So when, you know, I hate all of the guru-y, like, bullshit education that's on YouTube and stuff. Because they give you, like, an answer that makes you think like it's going to help you, but it doesn't do shit. Because it's a lot of nonsense, you know? How big a stone? Just a pebble is fine. Pebble is fine. But in all honesty, all of those inexpensive guitars are all made in the same shop, you know, and they just are licensed out. So if you're going for inexpensive, it doesn't really matter. I would say get the most expensive, inexpensive guitar that you can find. Better if it's used, because you'll get it. I'm not a fan of Chroma guitars. I've played them. I was not impressed. But there's such a there's such a nuance to these discussions that nobody does online. And I understand why. It's the reason why I'm not putting out, a video every day on YouTube or something like that. Because ultimately, I don't think YouTube is a place for that conversation, if that makes sense. Brilliant. Why, thank you, Joey. I grew my beard myself. Balls! Now, mind you, Skittles, last time I played a Chroma guitar was like 2011, 2013 maybe. There we go. 112. Let's go. Balls. If they want a domino, jeez. A domino would be amazing, right? There we go. Balls. All right. That's awesome, Skittles. That's awesome. I'm just going off of my personal experience. Quentin, you're absolutely right. We'll mulligan that. Mario Grope guitar? Nice. Do you like how it sounds, Gecko? That's the most important thing. Does it play well? Alright, that worked. Show me my answers. Balls. Oh, will I not get the new one until... Balls. Let's just do this. Awesome. Segovia scales for a beginner. Define beginner, Yvette. I think a good way of looking at it is this. Segovia practiced those scales until he died. So, take it for what it is. All right, we're going to practice some Classico, y'all. I don't always use punctuation in chats, but when I do. Hello, Joshua. You know I mean it. All right, here we go. So far, so good. You missed the morning rant, though. There we go. It all depends. So first of all, Villalobos Etudes and Lignani Caprices for beginners for scales is not... Don't do that. That's why I said define what a beginner is. First 2 years? What are you playing, Yvette? Valentine, I don't sing and I don't play that Bryan Adams song. Pretty good. All right, let's go to 120 now. Antonio, welcome back. Ah. It is very much internet thing. Actually, I wouldn't say internet. I would say it's very much a it's a texting thing. Pumping nylon, I would not give pumping nylon to beginners. So the 120 is Giuliani, the Opus 68 those are Carcassi, right? Maybe it is destiny. Who knows, Antonio? I would... Have you gone through the Carcassi method yet? Okay, Yvette, go get the Carcassi method. That's what you want. You want the Carcassi method. That was pretty good. All right. Verita! Dakota. It has been a while. Scales are scales, though. Scales are scales. And I would argue that, like, they'd be probably better off starting with the Carcassi method because a lot of flamencan stuff is just sort of position-based stuff. Yeah, it's the moment that people start just like typing with their thumbs and everything. No, they don't. I don't agree with that. What I would say though is that flamencan guitarists need faster scales. Like that's really what it is. That's all it is. And it's sloppier though because they're going purely for speed. But fast I and M scales does not make you a better guitar player. It just makes you faster. You're no more better being faster or slower. See, that's the problem with like modern day internet stuff. Like people want speed, they want flash, and it has no substance. Better than the shear method? It depends. Like, are you going through the shear method right now, Yvette? I have a dog in this fight. By that argument, well, I mean, metal is better than flamenco. Although I would argue that flamenco is just as fast as metal. Book 2? I think Shearer has a scale book, right? Being able to play any piece does not make you a better musician. Again, you're impressed by the shiny, flashy thing in front of you. Marlon Brando, aren't you dead? Balls! Oh, I'm sure he's great. Still doesn't mean that it's like they're a better musician than classical guitarists. Or a better player. That's not technique. If speed is what you think technique is, you're missing about 95% of the rest of what technique is. Right, but what are you going to learn the Segovia scales for? Like, if you have a set of scales are scales. They're a grouping of notes. What you're learning is different ways of playing that scale. What are you trying to accomplish? I mean, if you're playing the Opus 60 pieces by Carcassi, you can manage the Segovia scales. Like, if that's what you're asking, then that's fine. But I would say, why? What are you trying to do? Nothing is... I can't answer that question because I'm not you and I don't know what you're trying to accomplish. I can't tell you if it's worth it. I know what's worth what I value and what's worth it for me. This is the reason why you get a teacher. Like, what are you trying to accomplish by using the Segovia scales? I don't know why. Like, that's the reason I'm like, no. Scales don't make playing etudes easier. Learning how to practice makes etudes easier. Problem solving and troubleshooting the issues that you have makes playing things easier. Scales and arpeggios don't. If you're playing scales and arpeggios and you don't know how to make your pieces better to be played or easier to be played, what makes you think a scale is going to teach you that? See, that's one of the things that I have with gurus online who try and say you should do want to get better at the guitar? Learn this one scale and you'll never have to think about anything else in your life ever again, dude. It's like, no, that's bullshit. That's not how it works. Right, it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit because ultimately at the end of the day, it's not about what scale you practice or what arpeggio shape you're doing. It's about learning how you function. It's about learning how your body works. And it's about learning how to troubleshoot and problem solve issues that you are having. It's all critical thinking skills. Like, you want to get better at your playing? Develop your critical thinking skills. And that's where a teacher comes in. Indirectly, yes, but you can't use Villalobos 1 to say that's going to be how you want to learn the cathedral. Learn Villalobos Etude 1 first. No, it's the same thing. If you approach Villalobos Etude 1 with the right mindset, then you will gain skill and knowledge into your technique that you can apply to the cathedral. And that's what critical thinking skills are. But learning Villalobos Etude 1 will not make you directly better at the cathedral. It doesn't help. It helps indirectly. Again, it's mindset. If you're not approaching learning the study, understanding how your technique works, it's useless. Just go practice the cathedral. You struggle with practicing easier pieces because you don't know how to practice. That's the reason why, Gecko. You want to know the real answer? You struggle with playing easier pieces because you don't actually know how to practice. Like, that is the reason. If you knew how to practice, you would be able to very easily work on an easier piece. And the fact that you value fast playing shows me a little bit of insight into what knowledge you don't have and where your mindset is and the immaturity of your mindset. Like, and that's not meant as a diss. Again, that's just feedback. Should you learn to read music before taking on pieces or at the same time? That's a good question. That's a really good question. You should never, ultimately, in an ideal world, you should never be learning how to read a piece by trying to learn that piece as a performance piece. Okay? So if your purpose of working on this piece is to play it in like a student recital or something, if your goal is to work on something for performance, you should be working on that piece grade levels lower. The piece should be grade levels lower than what you can read at. However, if you're working on a piece to develop your reading skills and you're not worried about performing it, then it doesn't matter. Okay? Reggie, no worries. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Yeah, again, Gecko. First of all, expecting that you're not going to have to practice something just because it's easy, again, shows you your immature mindset. Okay? But you define strong technique as fast playing. That's the thing. Your definition of what technique is the problem. So you fundamentally have a flaw. Okay? You might not like what I'm saying, which is perfectly fine. Hey, Reggie, thank you for the heart hand. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And that's fine. Dude, I was so blown away I still am impressed by flashy scales. It's like, oh man, I wish I could do some of that shit. But then I think about my musical values. And then that changed my tune. But again, it's the reason why you still have to practice easy pieces is because you don't realize that you have to practice. You can't just not play something and expect that it's going to stay at the same quality where you don't need to work on it. And when I say that you don't know how to practice, I fundamentally mean that concept. The fact that you have not taken in that concept and made those two connected points. That even though this piece is easy, I still have to practice it. The fact that is still like, that makes it, that's an issue. No, it's not. It's called learning. It's called work. It's called developing yourself. So, if precise left-hand synchronization versus is your idea of strong technique, then flamencan guitarists have poor technique because they are sloppy as fuck. Again, you don't know how to practice. It's okay, but there's your answer. There is your answer. So I don't want to make this into a I don't want this to be perceived as a bullying perspective. All right? However, I can say the same thing about a classical guitarist, Gecko. Now we're getting into semantics, buddy. You're making a straw man argument. But I'll put it this way, and then you're we're gonna rest at this point. um, the reason why, so if I was having this back and forth with a student who was in college with me, this is the kind of thing where it's like, buddy, you don't know what you're talking about. Either do what I tell you to do or your grade is going to be affected. And one of two things will happen. Either that student will realize that their grade is being negatively affected because they will not change their perspective on something by someone who might have a little bit more experience, who might have a little bit more expertise, who might know a thing or two about a thing or two. Okay? So they'll either realize it because their grade isn't getting much better, or they're in jeopardy of failing out of school because they're just not listening to what's being told to them, or that student will choose to leave. Either of those situations are fine. But that's not the teacher bullying the student. I think yelling and screaming at them, I think, and that's different than being impassioned when you talk, right? But yelling, screaming, demoralizing them, cutting them at the knees every single lesson does nothing. It's like, hey, look, you're getting a C in this lesson this semester. You've come unprepared for your lesson 5 out of the 6 lessons. It's going to affect your grade now, or it's affecting your grade. That's consequences those are consequences, right? But students don't want to hear that. You want to be told that what you think is right is right. You want to be coddled and you want to be told, oh, you're doing such a good job. Maybe not. So that's the end of that. If you have 2 hours a day for playing, what would I recommend for a study book, new repertoire, old repertoire? I have so Yvette, I have on my TikTok, it's when I posted that, I think at the beginning of the year maybe, but I have a little, let's see if I can find it on my TikTok. I've got a, what do I have? I have an infograph on my TikTok. Hold on a second. I need to find it. Searching. There are so many classicos on my page. It's all right. I'm trying to find it. No worries. No worries. I'm trying to find it so that way I can share it with you. Is it not here? Maybe it's not here. Maybe I should post it. Or maybe it's older. Gothica to Greensleeves. It might be older. Oh, yeah. Holy balls. It's from October. It's called 6 Practice Routines. Here you go. It's on it's a ways down on my profile. But, there's no really, what you the book that you use, repertoire that you use, if you can't pick your repertoire, if you don't know what to do, I would honestly say, you want a teacher. I know that's probably not the answer you want because you want me to tell you what to do, but I don't know your playing. I don't know what your level is at. I don't know what the issues you are having are. So, I cannot provide that answer. I just can't. But if you wanted me to provide that answer, then you're more than welcome to take a lesson with me. You could book a consultation with me, 20-minute little lesson where we talk about, what you're trying to do. Synthetic Forest, how you doing? All right, let's try this. All right. That worked too. Let's continue on. Half steel, half nylon? No, a nylon string guitar is all nylon. Reggie, thank you for the play for you. What am I playing for you, Reggie? It was pretty good, right? Can I play Nothing Else Matters? Yes. Are you going to be here for 5 more minutes? Did I damage my guitar recently? No, it's just play wear. Oh, hold on. I need to do... This is what I need to do. It's from all the strums that I've been doing. Oh, it's been like that for years. Also, at one point, it was a headless guitar. At one point. Synthetic Forest, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Did you take my face? Yes, you did. Slow practice, what's up? What guitar is that? Why are your nails so long? Can you play a Taylor Swift song? Play Through the Fire and Flames! Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Have you sent them an email to ask? Like, I would email and be like, hey, can you hook me up with a practice routine? Do that. It's to make me not slip and slide on my guitar. He's right, but since he is your teacher, he should be able to say, do this for right now. Again, I'm more than happy, like, the only way that I can accurately tell you is if you book a consult with me, and then you can go over, like, what we're doing, you know, or what you're doing and what your goals are, and then from there I would be able to tell you what to do. And you would probably have a plan for like at least 3 months. How to book? It's on my website. If you go to my link in bio, you go to my website, there's a link to the Practice Academy, which is my online teaching course and everything. And it's all through there. If you're having trouble, just shoot me a DM. When do you think a student is ready to learn Rossiniana number 1? When they have the technique to do it. When their scales are like at 120, when their arpeggios are probably like, you know, 144 to 160, and when they can play consistently for 16 minutes nonstop. Because it's a marathon, right? So you need the endurance to be able to go through that whole thing. numbers. Not bad. All right. Okay. Let's get the D20 die out here. Top 5 or 3. I don't have favorites. Everybody asks me about favorites. I don't have favorites. Here we go. It depends on the mood that I'm in. Again, I don't have favorites. I love how I give an answer to a question. It's like, oh, come on, you must have something. If I did, I would have said it. If I had an actual answer, I would have told you. Good for you. I hate Regandi. I can tell you what I don't like. All right, let's roll the die here. Remember, we have a ×2 multiplier for this. So whatever this die rolls, we have to multiply it by 2. I don't even want to look. Fuck. We're doing 40 takes. Why don't I like Regandi? Because I think the texture is too dense, and I've never heard a guitarist really play Regandi where it's made me like the music. Ah, yes. Nothing else matters. Let's do it. Thank you, Reggie, for the reminder. Reggie, I appreciate that. And I mean that honestly. Like, thank you for the reminder. And thank you for not being a dick about it. It completely left my head. So, thank you. Your first piece that you conquered that made you say, I'm pretty good. Oh, that's a really good question. That's hard for me to answer because for a very long time I did not feel like... I was trying to figure out, like, you know, for a very long time I did not feel like I was good. Like, that's the honest truth. Is like, there was a very long time where I just did not think that I was a good guitar player. But the first piece that made me think, well, I could probably do something with this. I can tell you that probably my biggest obstacle that I overcame was when I was learning and working on the first violin sonata by Bach. That was a big piece that just was like a mammoth undertaking. I went through so much mental health wise learning that piece. Learning about myself and learning about how I functioned and learning about how I worked on things. So, yeah, why don't we say the first violin sonata? I played the fugue, yeah. I played the whole suite. Like 15 years ago. Did you just join on some juicy stuff? You missed so many rants. It's okay. Alright, let's do Nothing Else Matters. And then we're going to do 40 classical run-throughs. After yesterday where we did 2. And neither of them worked. I guess that's what I get. That suite is bullying. It's just a bully itself. That suite, it's my favorite suite. You want to know which suite is garbage? The third lute suite. The third lute suite is awful. The fourth lute suite, slightly behind. Slightly less garbage. Alright. But you want to know what's fire? Nothing Else Matters. Oh shit, what am I playing? There it is. Balls. There you go, Reggie. Thank you for the Play For You gift. Hope you enjoyed your Nothing Else Matters. All right. Nice. Nice. Apparently on Twitch, I have said 9.0415 Wolf of Wall Street worth of balls. And that's a record. That is a new unit of measurement. That's what she said. Hey, how you doing? All right. We are doing so many Classicos right now. You've just come in on the chaos. Oh, gosh. All right. Okay. You just come in on the chaos. So I do my all my Classico videos that I've been doing are like clips from my live streams. And so I stupidly said, all right, if we hit the gift goal for the live stream, we will add a ×2 multiplier to Classico, to how many times I have to do it. Can't wait for movie night tomorrow. Yes, that's right. What time will I stream tomorrow? Same time, 8 a.m. Eastern time. And I roll a d20 die, and we rolled a 20, so I'm doing 40 Classicos. 40 takes of 40 Classicos. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not. I'm not getting 40 good ones, I'm doing like 40 takes. Wow. Yes, we have the raid train tomorrow. This is absolutely true. Can I play classical one-handed? Or... Left-handed Classico. All right. Now for real. Good. Thank you. I practiced my whole life for it. All right, here's take one. Let's do it. We'll say yes. Some of that is for Elise, that's right. Are you saying because someone asked me to play for Elise? I will not be playing Moonlight Sonata. Absolutely not. Yeah, dude! Woot! 39 more to go. Oi. Joshy, I am glad that my right hand has impressed you. Impressed you? All right. Let's go for two. Balls? See, that one doesn't count because we didn't even get to the end of the bray in E minor. So that's just balls. And what we're going to do is I'm going to keep track of how many balls I have. Everybody shut up. I'm going to keep track of how many balls I lay down. So that way we can accurately increase the balls counter. That was absolute trash. All right. It's okay, everybody. We're going to be doing more. Emmanuel, or what does that say? I can't see. Emmanuelix? Did you say pause what? Like, did I say pause? I said balls. As in balls. Nice. All right. We're gonna go again. At least I've got one. I mean, I have 3 balls. I meant at least I got 1 Classico, is what I meant. that was a good one. Nice. Can I play? So, Dream Theater on the classical guitar, I wish. But, there's a guy on YouTube that transcribed the whole scene, not scenes from memory, the whole Change of Seasons for 8-string classical guitar. And it's the most fucking dopest thing that I've ever seen. One is I want an 8-string classical guitar now. 2 is I want his transcription. Because 3, I want to play that on concert. Like, it sounds so fucking good. Oh, it's so good. I wish I knew. It's so good. Still tagging Jack Black for me? My name is Jeff. I appreciate every time that somebody tags Jack Black. I appreciate it. I don't know why I went up. There we go. Bloop, bloop. It's really good. All right. Another Classico. That's a balls. That's another balls. All right. This is the most that I've done. Hello! Am I not tired of playing it? Why would I? But the balls don't count. Anytime that it's a balls take, that's a mulligan. Because I didn't get far enough through it to even count as like a take. Why would I get tired of something that has, like, single-handedly built an amazing community on the internet? Right? Why would I get tired of that? I don't play that. Quentin, why do we keep going back to it? Because I am doing 40 takes of it. I rolled the D20 die. It got to 20. We had a ×2 boost multiplier thanks to TikTok. And so it's I'm doing 40 takes. Seeing how many good versions I can get in 40 takes. Content creation. Smarter, not harder. Work it. Do I not like it? No, I don't play it. I don't play Extremes Play with me. Do I know the Scarlatti Sonata in B minor? I don't think I've ever heard it. What about Wonder Boy? So, I don't play any other Tenacious D songs yet. There might be others. But this started as like a meme. And then I've embodied the meme. I can play... Do I transpose every time in E? What? Dharma. I don't understand. That I want to do. I would love to do tribute, especially the acapella part. Because it's like 2-part counterpoint. See, I don't really do much in terms of transcriptions. I just don't have the time to like sit down and write it out and shit. And I'm lazy. However, if someone wants to transcribe it for me and give me the sheet music, I will play that shit. Alright, what am I doing? Oh, I'm doing another Classico. Alright, here we go. Alright, I have to stop for a second. Speedy. Yes. That thing, right? Right? Yeah, but yes, I have a transcription of, and that ultimately I will be doing. What do I do for a living? I don't know. What do you think I do for a living, Murat? That's such a... I understand the question, but I don't know why. Was very insulting to me. Okay, I'm doing another Classico. And Petey, there's a video of me playing that too, like years ago on my yeah, I don't know why I took that so like triggered, like it was ridiculous, but I'm a professional musician. Yeah. Trey, I am actively not playing Asturias at this moment because of reworking some technique stuff, which sucks because I should totally do it at the Comic-Con that I'm playing at. Alright. That was good. Alright. So far, we have a streak of 4 good playthroughs. I have to do 34 more of these. I don't play Cavatina. It's a beautiful song, but I don't play it. Which one could be transcribed? Seems like a fun exercise. Rather delayed question. In terms of Tenacious D song, tribute. You've increased your practice. Awesome, Quinn. That's what I love to hear. How do you make classical themes and classico so well put together? That's not me. That's Tenacious D. It's their medley. I just play it. Why do most guitarists work at bars? I don't know why. And he said, well, Segovia, no, that's not true. Segovia wrote music, but Segovia did not write really any music. Play Spanish Fly? Oh, no, that doesn't work. Because all you can really do is tabs. Jesus. Oh, my God. Damn it, Eden Mouse. All right. On that note, Classico. Ayo! Alright, that sucked the balls. Yeah, all I'm doing is playing what they have. Right? So, like, it sounds good because the medley is good. Get out of here with that Rigondi. Get out of here. I can play D by Randy Rhoads, actually. But I am not taking free requests. It is a play for you gift or more for a request. But I'd be more than happy to play it for you. It's a good tune. Good little tune. I need a mic and a group of people with nothing to do on a Saturday night. I don't have Godfather theme, but I would love to be able to play it. Kyle has his own band now. Well, yeah, Kyle has always had his own band. The Kyle Gass Project is what it is. And then also, right now he's out on tour as the Kyle Gass Company, because it's just 3 guitarists. Isn't that a... No, they're not. They're not. It's all a ruse. My dad's friend changed all the originals, like, wrote a book. Very cool. Yeah, there's lots of transcriptions of this stuff. Habanera? I don't play that, nope. Wonderwall? That is a TikTok universe, and then I'll play Wonderwall. I'm gonna say maybe to that one. I'll say maybe. Sorry. I'm not sure if I really like that or not. I have to listen back to it. I don't play Debussy. Oh, I should totally do Mortal Kombat. That means I'd have to work at it, though. I don't play Black Hole Sun. Someone asked about Spanish Romance, and I can, but it's a $5 super chat for Spanish Romance. Here we go. Another classico. Balls. All right. Here we go. Another classico. What about you playing classico? I'm doing another one. We're going to do it right now. That's a balls. All right. Oh, that was not good. All right. Hey-oh! Hey-oh! You put me a little bit out of my misery. Dharma, absolutely we can do that. Thank you for the $10 donation, excuse me. Let's go. First of all, apparently it didn't go into my donations. Balls. How long do I practice per day? Upwards of 4 hours a day. Although today will be less. All right, thank you so much for that. I do appreciate it. Let's find ourselves the romance that is Spanish. And then we'll play that, and then we'll go back to Classico, because yeah. I don't play that. Sorry. Well, Barry, it is my profession. I actively play concerts and stuff, so when you're paid to sound good, then Iron Climb music, yeah, it's in there too. When you're paid to sound good for concerts, you kind of practice a lot. Hobby is 2 hours good. 2 hours is great. If my students practiced all for 2 hours a day, I would love it. My students are lucky to get a half hour sometimes, which is fine. We work with what we work with. But I would love it for students to practice 2 hours a day. I do teach online. If you go into my link in bio, there's the website link. Send me a message if you can't find it, and then I'll send you the link. Balls. balls. I know. Sorry about that. Dharma, thank you for that. I appreciate it. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the super chat. I don't know why that got blocked. I appreciate the kind words, everybody. Thank you. What did I say, Eden Mouse? What did I say? Ein kleiner music? Not music? Not music. Ein kleiner music. Ugh. All right. Hello, everybody. Oh, students will practice 2 hours a day. I have a lot of very dedicated students, and it'd be wonderful if they practice 2 hours a day. They just realistically can't. What would I do mostly if I haven't learned to play the guitar? I have no clue. I'm always in the mood for a request. You can use channel points if you got them. Lego. Yes, I would be a master builder. Gecko, I think if we're talking about like hobbyists and players like that. Do I know any Taruga? I do have some Taruga. Yeah. Like 4 hours, 3 to 4 hours for a professional I think is good. I am not in control of the faces that I make. Can I do Nothing Else Matters? It is a $5 super chat. But I'm more than welcome to play it. We already played it earlier, but I love the arrangement. I would play it again. That's all you get for free, by the way. All right, what am I doing? Classico. All right, this is take number 10. Let's not suck at life, all right? Let's not suck at life. Nick, you did the exact opposite. You sucked at life. All right. We're 1/4 of the way there. 1/4 of the way there. All right. Why would I be bored of something that has like single-handedly changed my visibility and grown my guitar community immensely? No reason to be sick of it. Now, ask me again after I've done 40 takes of it, and then we can talk. Balls! All right. Jesus. Yeah, I don't think you need to practice like 7-8 hours a day. You know, I think in most circumstances you can get away with 4 hours a day of practice. I practice up to 4 hours a day, 5 days a week. And so, you think I need to be more creative? I think nobody asked you, personally. How about that? No one asked you. What the fuck is your problem? All right. Hold on a second, let me check. Oh, this is so good! This is so good! Then my thumb cramped. Alright. Yeah. I mean, balls indeed. Balls indeed. Balls indeed. Can I show how you approached learning this? I practiced. But in all honesty, there will be a tutorial series of this. But first, let's get the transcription out there. Yeah, Eden Mouse, I agree with you 1,000%. It's like, what? Like, just trying to be, like, people trying to be negative trolls. Like, I couldn't let that one go. It was so blatantly disrespectful. I had to call it out exactly the way it was. I calls it like I sees it. Alright? You're looking for the pick of destiny? Me too. Oh my gosh. I'm debating whether or not to block you. So you're complaining that you have to pay? Get the fuck out of my channel. There you go. Now you don't have to worry about being bored, you fuckface. There we go. Internalize, you already found it? Maybe. You think. God forbid someone should actually... You don't like what I'm doing. You have two options. I offer you the ability to have a song request, but you gotta pay money because I'm a fucking professional at what I do, and I don't need to fucking do shit for free. Next time you need your fucking plumbing fixed, go see if they'll do it for free. So you clearly don't value what I do, so get the fuck out of my channel. That's what I have to say. So, anyway. That kind of brash just disrespect pisses me the fuck off. Try to let it... I will not let it go! What do I look like? Elsa? I look like I have blonde hair and I can make fucking snow come out of my fingers? Let it go. Yeah, with a beard. Fair enough. Do you know how many times I've seen Frozen and Frozen 2? Let the hate flow through you. Alright. I'm sorry. Blood shredding, yes. God. Don't make snow come out of me, but definitely goes in me sometimes. What? What? Oh. Hey. Eat a mouse. Only if you brought enough for everybody. Okay. For serious now. Take 12. By the way, starting June 1st, we're going to be live for 10 days straight. You think this is chaos? Channel the hate. Do it. Kill him. Do it. What's up? Because powder? Sure. What? I don't know what is going on with that. Is that I may pass in peace. What's up? Hey, TikTok. Whew. Jeff, how you doing? Do I need to check my Discord? Oh my god, that's good. That's pretty good. All right. It's an over-the-counter pain meds because powder. Fair enough. Now I'm like, how do I get a BA in music? I mean, you could get a BA in music. You audition, you pick the school that you want to go to, and you do it. Not because it's letters BC. BC powder? Oh. Oh! Got it. Oh, you have one. I'm so confused right now. Sorry. I'm like getting half of things and my brain is like mush. You didn't cover this much. So I can understand that. So like a BA in music is not the same as a BM in music. Right? A BA is a liberal arts degree, right? And so because it's not as intensive of a program, essentially. A BM is like you're going to a conservatory. I have a bachelor's in music. Also, bowel movement. Sometimes that's how you felt after a lesson. It was like a bowel movement. All right, let's do this. I'm not even halfway through this shit, yo. And I'm going to be done at 12. So, who knows what's going to happen. Did you really request Ass Man, the Ass Man anthem? What did you do? What did you do? What happened? I didn't see this. What happened? When did that happen? I don't believe anybody. Yeah, we'll say yes. Why not? Yeah, so like I went to school with, even though the Hart School of Music is a part of a larger university, it is a conservatory. You eat, live, breathe, die music. And it's a very intensive program, high expectations, and you get a lot of information. So there are different levels. There's like conservatory, right? And then there's like a music department, and then there's like music program, and then there's like, oh, hi, we like music, right? That kind of thing. All right. Let's go. Are you talking about, like, Big Bottom by Queen? That was pretty good. We're getting, like, all of the takes. No, the Billy Gunn theme. Oh, you asked about that earlier. Hold on, I can't. Can you put that message back in? Oh, the... Okay, I just saw it. All right, now I know. Now I know what's going on. I wasn't confused in the slightest. All right. My God. I can see today is not going to be a productive practice day. It's okay though. It's all right, y'all. All right, let's do another one. Balls. Let's cool it with the ass man. All right. I have 25 more of these to do. Fuck my life. All right. That was a good one, though. Did I mark it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Did I mark it? I don't think I did. Done. Skittles. It's Judgment. No, the song. I don't know, man. This is getting way too close to 2 girls, 1 cup territory. All right? No, thank you. What's my warm-up exercises? Apparently right now it's Classico. 2 girls. What? Ever work on Targa or Segovia? I played some Targa pieces. Segovia really didn't write a whole lot of pieces, and he's more known for just playing repertoire. But in all seriousness, John, I don't really have go-to warm-up exercises. Soon to be released, the Classico Method book. Hey, Spice, I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, you know, they're not all going to be winners. It's okay. Don't worry. We have 24 more of these to do. So, we're okay. That's a balls. Doesn't matter how big the beard gets, I can always see when Shredda is trying to hold back a smile. Fair enough. Do I know Motionless in White another? I don't. Sorry. How often am I live? I'm live way too often. Balls! There we go. Also, starting Sunday, we will have 4 to 6 hour streams every day for 10 days for my subathon. Yeah. 40 for 40. Woot! Here we go. Balls. Most definitely balls. BALLS. Multiples. They are balls. We are doing movie night tomorrow night. It's going to be awesome. We're going to watch School of Rock. I need to... also, Eden Mouse, just shoot me a DM on Discord, just so that way I can make the event for it. Or if you have the power... I don't know what this was. But if you have the power to do it, you can just make the event too. Said famously by Jack Black. Perfect. Force lightning? Yeah, let's go with that. Let's go with force lightning. Thanks for the rose on TikTok. I do appreciate it. All right. Classic, go! Balls! You say yes. I say yes. I say no. What do you mean, no? All right. That was a balls. All right. Until then. Oh. Why did Pleb get blocked? Weird. Yeah, DM me for a reminder. Did I start learning classical guitar as my first instrument? I started guitar as my first instrument. I started classical guitar about 10 years-ish after playing guitar. Maybe a little less, like 8 or 9. All right. love the vids. Thanks, Imagine. I appreciate that. Hanzo, how you doing? John, thank you. Yeah. I've already got 11 of these takes. I have to do 22 more. I don't play anything from The Last of Us. Sorry. This is an all classical all the time channel, apparently. Only 11? Well, we're at 18. This is going to be take 19. Balls. I've got more balls than I do good takes, though. Right, I'm talking about good takes, ones that I could use. Should see a doctor about that. They say after 4 hours you should see a doctor. Balls again. Nope. Alright. Can't tell if I'm getting tired. I can tell. I am tired. Whew. This might not have been a good idea to do a double amount. We might not ever do this again. In terms of like, oh, let's double the amount of times that you're gonna do a Classico. Yeah, probably not. That was stupid. I mean, I'm in control. I could just say fuck it. But I'm not. But I could. I could change my mind, but where's the fun in that, though? Am I right? Alright. Y'all, we've done 20. We're only halfway done with doing Classico. That one's gonna suck too. Damn it, Eden Mouse, you got me. Quinn, we love the fact that you're being so chatty today. It's awesome. Also, Inamouse, I believe that you should cancel teaching? Something to do with the music? Awesome. Well, thank you. You're very kind. Ooh. You have no idea how badly you want to do it? Yeah. Do it. No, don't do it. But do it. Aren't you like the owner? You can do whatever the fuck you want, man. All right. I agree. I think that's a wonderful idea. All right. All right. Okay. First of all, amazing dodgeball reference. If you can dodge a kick, if you can dodge ball, you can dodge a kick. Second of all, I am pissed off, Hanzo, because we all just lost the game. And it's because of you. I don't play any Laro, sorry. Exactly, right? I think we also did just figure out next month's movie, Dodgeball. I agree. That's great. Yes. You can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. It's okay. You know not what you did. Hanzo, do you know what I'm referencing? Because if you don't, then don't worry about it. All right. Rule about the game and the Pope. What? No? Oh, there's a millennial joke where there's this ongoing game, and the game is about not thinking about the game. So anytime someone says that you lost the game, it's because we were reminded of the game that we needed to not be paying attention to. So right now, we all just lost the game again. All right. Mrs. Pickles. You could win the game for life if the Pope mentioned the game and you were watching. Oh, that's a pretty awesome rule. Balls. No, I don't play that. I don't know. This Pope is from Chicago, so you never know. Balls! Balls again. He may have actually invented the game. This is true. Jesus balls! My God. Balls! The game is new to you and it sounds like a psyop. It's all conspiracy. He made the game, then spent a lifetime to become Pope just so he could win. Huh? That sounds a little too on the nose to not be real. Balls! Alright. Well, I can tell you that block 30 has been awful. So there's that. All right, we got 10 more left. I think I'm running out of juice here. I know. I mean, when you're doing takes for social media, it's like it's got to have a certain level of playing and not slop. Finish it up. Come on. Where's my L? Where's my S? I bet they were chatting too fast. Yeah. All right, here we go. All right. I think after I'm done with these 8 Classicos, I'm probably just going to call it for the day. Because I am definitely getting tired, and I'm going to be done streaming. I have a hard cut at 12, so I might just end early. But we got movie night tomorrow, and we've got the raid train tomorrow morning, so it's going to be awesome times. Sorry. Yes, Sunfire has reminded me on several occasions I can do anything I want. That was actually pretty decent. Yeah, that was pretty good. What word was it now? I don't know. Don't worry about it. Alright. Again. 1 Classico a day keeps the doctor at. Well, we've been doing 40 Classicos, so I'm going to be away from the doctor for a while. Frog, thank you. I appreciate that. What's the guitar support that I'm using? This is called Le Support by Tomas Vizito. L-E Support. Balls. How much? The mid hundreds, 130 I think is what I paid for this. Balls! Yeah, it was classical. What I think about Hofner guitars, I have no opinion on them. I've never played one. Alright. Oh, yeah, it's these guys. That thing. Alright. Let's do it. 6 more to do. Balls. Do you want that? Do you want that classical guitar to survive? Then you would never put acoustic strings on it. You'll rip the top of the guitar right off. All right, 5 more. We're doing it. Hans, have a good one. Thanks for dropping by and being here today. How long have you been playing? I've played for 33 years. Balls. I've been known to electric guitar every once in a while. If you go on my TikTok page, there's a playlist of me playing electric guitar stuff. Balls! Balls again. Alright. Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh, I have that one. Okay, fair enough. Alright. That one was questionable, but we'll still put a marker down for it just in case. All right, this is the last one, and then we're gonna head out. Balls. Damn straight questionable. What's up, Guy? How you doing? Sure. There we go. Whew. Hear me out. Shred sponsored stream by Manscaped. Every time someone gets him to say balls goes towards a free giveaway of a Manscaped product. 20 balls. That would be cool. They're on like mower 4.0 or 5.0 now. All right, we're done for the day. I am toast, beyond toasted. That was so many Classicos. Remind me never to double the 20-sided die again. Never doubling the 20-sided die. That was possibly the stupidest thing that I've ever done. All right. Absolutely should have been a marketing courier. All right. That was like a juggling classical. Yeah, it was. So before we go, tomorrow is our at around, I think it's 10 o'clock is when I'm scheduled for it. Let me check though. What am I doing? There we go. Oh, hold on. Let me go on the internets and see. Like my guitar skills, thank you. I appreciate it. When is the Ray Train happening? That is the question. All right. Starts at 6 a.m. Eastern time, and Jazz Cat is the first guy. We are on at 10 a.m. I will be on at 8 normally. As normal. We will practice for about 2 hours, and then we'll go into the song list and the set that I have prepared for y'all. At that time, requests will be free. Okay. So we'll have free requests, and you guys will be able to do a request. It'll be good times, and then we're out at 12 tomorrow. Which is actually good, because then I have to prep for the subathon. So, movie night tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern time. There will be an event in the Discord. And then June 1st, 40 for 40 subathon. Yeah, right. It's a soft 8 p.m. 40 for 40 subathon. I will be doing 10 days straight of 4-hour or 4 to 6 hour streams from June 1st to June 10th, celebrating my 40th birthday. I am relaunching the membership and my Fourth Wall membership. And what else am I doing? There's going to be incentives. We've got milestones for subs, for if you become a member, all those kinds of things. I'm going to be debuting and talking about the membership tiers. There's a free tier. There are additional tiers as well. So, it's going to be pretty cool. Yeah, the perks of it are going to be pretty awesome. So I'll have things going up about it. Yeah, Quinn, I think you're talking about the perks that I put in the Discord, right? I let the subs know. The really cool thing that I'm doing, all right, is that anybody at a certain sub level or at a certain membership level, you get a tier 1 gift sub from me every month for every month that you're a sub. So that's really cool. So if you sub and you ultimately want to support in the membership, do the membership. I think it's the Shred Eye Padawan tier. They're all based off of Star Wars lore. And so it'll also carry over to YouTube subs and TikTok subs, where you'll get like uh you'll I'll let you guys know what the sub equivalent is. Um so oh, okay. Perfect age between 80s and 90s to relate but make fun of each other for being young. I'm so old. Um so yeah, so I'm gonna have all that information coming out over the course of the next few days. Um I think that's it. I think I did a good job of talking about that. I forget though. All right. What the balls just happened? I've already had my midlife crisis. I'm actually actively what the hell was I talking about? All right. My midlife crisis was supposed to be competing in the GFA this year, but they stole it from me. So lots of cool stuff going on. Lots of really awesome perks. Especially like the free perks are pretty awesome. But even the lower tiers, I'm trying to make the perks valuable for y'all. I want it to be. I've decided for over 6 years, I've kind of kept the support on Twitch and social media and my teaching a little separated, and I don't think people want that, so I'm bringing it together. Obviously, for private lessons and for the cohort, that's one thing. But if you don't have time to do those things, you'll be able to get some really great educational tools from the membership. So I'm looking forward to it. Let's see, where are we going to go? So I'll be back tomorrow, 8 a.m. Eastern. We'll be practicing. Socials are here. Discord, join the Discord. We got movie night tomorrow again, just a reminder. Music, lessons, cohort. All right. Let's see who we're going to go raid. Might take my membership. Yeah, you'll see it. I'm sorry, I just went into a stream where like the chat says "fuck you," and then so I just started laughing. Nobody who I was looking at. Wait, what the balls? Come on. Here we go. School of Rock is a good one. It is. Any perk for gifted private lessons for number of premium subs? I will actually be giving away a lesson. I will be giving away a membership to the cohort. I'll be giving away a cohort. I will let you know what the giveaways are and everything. But yeah. But they will be giveaways. So we will hit milestones of subs and stuff, and then I will give those things away. So it's not like, gift 100 subs and now you get a cohort thing. Let's go to Guy. We haven't seen Guy in a very long time. And he was in yesterday. So let's go see him. Guy Lechude TV. I think I'm saying his last name right. No, not different person. This is the guy. That's where we're gonna go raid if you don't get signed in on the raid. Here's raid call number 1. Here's raid call number 2 if you're a sub. I will see you all in the next one. This has been a great stream. Thank you everybody for being here. On that note, Eden Mouse, we're out. I'll see you guys tomorrow. More information on the membership soon. Bye.